Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Marshall, come on in, sit down. We're going to have a packed house today, so let's all become friends. I'm David Verrill. I'm the Executive Director of the Initiative on the Digital Economy. We're your host today. And this event wouldn't take place without some important sponsorship from companies like Thomson Reuters, International Post Corporation, Boston University, and the Center for Digital Business at MIT. So we appreciate their support. Our agenda has switched up a little bit, and because this is MIT, we're not going to stick precisely to the time, so we'll wing it a little bit. We've flipped the 1 o'clock and the 2:30 sessions, but we will have a couple of coffee breaks where you can get to know each other a little bit better. We may steal a few minutes from them just to facilitate the agenda. I just want to talk about a few logistics. The presentation materials will be loaded onto a USB that you can take away with you when you leave today. We will be videotaping, so know that MIT reserves the right to use the video and the audio tape. We do have a couple of members of the press coming later on today, and we've asked them to make sure that they seek your permission if they want to quote you or talk about any of the comments that you make. So they'll be badged, and you'll know who they are very clearly through that badge. We have the great benefit of having Ming Zhen from Alibaba here. As you may all know, Alibaba is in the quiet period of their IPO, so we cannot ask him any questions about the financials of the company or any other details, so please respect that. You can log into our Wi-Fi through the MIT Visitor login. It's nearly instantaneous, and we do encourage you to tweet during the day. In fact, your tweets will appear on this screen up here. Hopefully that won't be too distracting, but hashtag MIT Platform 2014. So the real people who did the work, besides Justin and Tammy, who are outside at the desk, are Geoff Parker, Marshall Van Alstyne, and Sangeet Chowdhury. And I wanted to thank them for putting on another great program. This is the second year of what we hope will become an annual activity, and maybe next year we'll have their books to hand out rather than everybody else's. So, Geoff, please.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. And yeah, this is an event that I just love. I was talking to John just a few minutes ago because as an academic, it's days like today that we really get to mingle and stress test the ideas that we work on and make sure that there's a back and forth that's really the lifeblood of what I like to do and think about. So one of the things that I just want to kind of surface before I hand it off to Brian is, as part of finishing our book, which is forthcoming, we're very interested in collecting from the audience and from companies signs of change. So let me explain what I mean by that. Yeah. Can't sit still. So we believe that we're at a really interesting point in history where there are shifts going on just across the economy and everywhere we look. And so we're interested in getting to the heart of that, and just as symptoms, who would have thought that we'd see shoe companies in healthcare, coffee houses in finance, thermostats as stealth service providers, the rise of an entire generation that doesn't see ownership as particularly critical, schools missing teachers, how can this be? Hotels without rooms, and many, many more. And that's the point, is during the day, I hope that you'll take the chance to sort of pull Marshall, pull me, pull Sangeet aside. We're sort of in the middle of collecting the final set of stories for our book, which is about, I'd say, a third done, heavily outlined, a couple of finished chapters, and in fact, we encourage you to go and log on to platformeconomics.org, sign in there, give us your email, and then we'll shoot out completed chapters for feedback as we complete them.